Okay, instead
Okay,
we're
no,
just stacking up on tanks.
They say, never mind, Cream.
How many tanks do you
Keep
want?
your hands on it.
Yes.
I mean, it's just more wombo with the combo, right? More big engage. You get a big old. First clears are done. Maokai, can Maokai loop around here behind the Mel? Looks like it. So Skumon gang top, Maokai
way
mid.
up, flash forward. Not quite able to get the wall bang, but more than enough damage, hopefully to finish off the Ornn for G2 Esports. Unstoppable first blood, but traded back! Nice for Zweon. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Lebrov looking to chase down Jackie Love. W giving him a bit more damage. Shattering strike and another kill coming through.
Blood everywhere! Feng Yue is the one back on the rift first.
Caps. Backing off Lebrov finally here. Feng Yue going in, shattering strike, a bit more damage. Aegis Assault to block the follow-up, but Feng Yue's getting lower and lower. Skumon now on the way in. That is one dead Pantheon. Q to get it through. Cream now on the way out. Feng Yue.
The battlefield. Even Zweon walking all the way down, using his Ornn ultimate. But Caps doesn't get hit by the spear, does not fall. Skumon
Feng Yue, nice advance coming in from Tian, dodging out on the ulti from Skumon. Ulti from Jackie Love a bit wide, but the additional movement speed is just sending Skumon into TES's jungle.
As long as Skumon is able to get away from Cream, he does not want to give this kill to Cream. All right,
giving it to Jackie Love. Ooh, the bomb misses. If he goes under tower at this point, it'll be Feng Yue who gets the kill. Cream on the way in too. I don't think he's going to get his choice. Will be donated over to Cream. As you said, work
for Skumon. He should be uncontested.
It's a nice early game for G2, building such a big lead so quickly. Feng Yue hasn't really had a chance to pick up XP, so delays that level 6 and the ability to threaten on side lanes.
Dracos, didn't they add quests into the game to avoid?
Nice to have it. Again, we talked about the amount of team fighting ultimates that can come out of this TES lineup if they can force, if they're able to stack 2 Drakes, get a third.
Ganking top too, Maokai, all right.
Slowed down, twisted advance finally gonna come through, flashback from Broken Blade, wall to lock up Tien, forcing a flash out from him as well. Good response from the G2 top laner. Ulti, nice sidestep from Caps, flash in the Solar Snare, not gonna be enough, rebuttal a little bit too late, Cream on the chase to grab the kill. A nearly flawless dive from TES, even into the Mel.
Yeah, good flashes there, invested from them. They get the kill. They got Caps' flash as well down. And TES fighting back in this one now with the Ornn ult.
Horn blown. Broken Blade marked. That's the additional auto coming in. Feng Yue blocked by the wall, getting chipped lower and lower. Egg about to come out from Broken Blade. Comet Spear at least gets the cooldown, but I don't think we're going to see a redive quite yet.
Yeah, it won't be the Broken Egg this time around. Just gets the refill, get back up.
Tien going for the Q back. Demon pretty powerful, has the Sunder Sky, flash in, looking for the wall, knocked down. Tien instantly deleted. Feng Yue likely next, no flash available. And Sion debating if he can even support him here. That's the Glacial Storm, Broken Blade, grabbing another kill.
And Flashy to redirect so he can get into the wall.
All engaged now coming into the mid lane. Lebrov with the crash down. Cream running for his life. Solar Snare from Caps. Desperate to finish this kill. The Eclipse to drop him down.
The 2v2 with the sports mid here goes the way of G2 because Lebrov is there early.
Shattering strike. Aegis Assault falling away. You can see Skumon already taking the Raptors, looking to chip away at the resources of TES. TES doing a good job of finding kills, finding some angles for hope.
Here we go again.
The lead just continues to grow. Feng Yue's got nowhere to go. He can't jump anywhere. Knockback is there. The Solar Snare, and Caps gets another. Give TES the opportunity to stack. Cream doing good damage here, but knows he could be forced to snap back at a moment, so doesn't want to overstay. Q3 ready to go, but Caps is already there waiting, and he whiffs. He's forced to ult instantaneously, but they've already body blocked it. It's an absolute disaster. The ulti from Jackie Love across the top. Is it going to be enough? Tien trying to buy space for the rest of his team. Aegis Assault gives Feng Yue an extra second, and they manage to hold on, but the Eclipse is ready. Down goes the support of TES. Jackie Love finally here, blinking health bars across the board. Cream debating if he can get involved once again. Instantaneous snapback to deny the crash down. TP in from Zuyon. The horn has been blown. Ornn is on the way in. Cream looking to finish off Lebrov. G2 taking a bit too much. Cream now on the chase. The mount up is there. Tien grabbing another kill. Jackie Love will fall as well, the 1-for-1. Cream starting to chase, crash down from Lebrov, but Cream getting faster and faster as the duration ticks. One more auto, hoping to close up with a sidestep. on the Mortal Steel, enough to keep Lebrov standing.
Oh, he barely lives, and during the time where TS invests everything, 5 players to the bottom side of the map, Broken Blade does finish the top tower, continues pushing, but TS fighting back into this one, getting some valuable kills for themselves with TN, skirting the edges just barely.
Rift Herald summoned here. Not sure where, doesn't matter. Meanwhile, fist fight in the bottom lane. Caps now trying to retreat. Twayon on the way in. Rebuttal keeping Cap standing for an extra second. He wants one more auto. Caps is brittle, but he's not broken. Zuyan again, just denied any angle, denied any kill. Hansama, though, now the one who has to start running, but TES think better of it. Forward, but he can pick anyone he wants to support on the map and know that they have more than enough damage to finish those kills.
All right, Tien's still on that bottom side.
Skewmont out of nowhere, flanking Jackie Love. Down he goes, but now it's Pantheon active on the bottom side. Feng Yue trying to get it done with Cream. It's going to be a kill donated over to him. The egg taken away. Cream grabbing this one. Lebrov debating if he needs to run or if the backup that's on the way will be there soon enough. The answer is they are. Heal coming in onto Lebrov. Additional movement speed. Skewmont on the chase. Flash. Solar Snare. Caps the damage to finish off the TES support. Cream now in trouble. Q3 back to the enemy team. Flash out to safety. Holding on for dear life, but G2 just keep winning the exchange.
It's bloody, and they get the tower afterwards as well. A couple of kills, though, still picked up on the exit from TES.
Is even more important for both sides. TES, maybe their little glimmer, little sliver of hope as a way to come back into this game.
Okay. It's a, clump team here. They've got 4 melees.
Ulti onto Hansama, immediate TP. Cream coming over the wall, going to ult across into Hansama. Hansama just barely clipped Cream, ready to snap back. They can't quite finish him, but he's got no avenue back to the fight. Rebuttal onto the Yorn ultimate as G2 stand tall as 5. Cream dashing in. W shield is massive, but Caps manages to burn him down. Twayon on the way out. Ulti in. Retreat now coming in from Feng Yue. Lebrov looking for a re-engage. Caps still standing. Solar Snare only connecting onto 1. A bit more damage coming in as Hansama is still alive. G2 holding the line. Caps ready to go over the wall if necessary. Poking a bit more with the Solar Snare, but the passive is there from Broken Blade. Twayon wanted to find the kill, but he cannot get the job done. Both sides left bloodied.
The Baron!
Both sides brawling. A bit more damage coming in for the Baron. Caps a Solar Snare. Jackie Love hoping to finish it. Twayon, damn tanky. Broken Blades come back after the egg, though, looking to lock up Jackie Love, who's managed to take down Lebrov, turning his attention instead to Skewmon. Caps trying to hold on. Double AP carries will finally knock down the Ornn. Skewmon ready now to take out Jackie Love. G2 in the extended fight, making sure nobody on TES is left standing.
G2 with 4 kills. Baron got 1. Oh my goodness, that was such a scramble. Nobody had tucked away with, it's like 20 health or something there. Wait.
Fist fights aren't done. Tian is dead, caught out in his own jungle. G2 making a fast play to punish. They didn't even have vision set up. They must have just spotted him and ran him down with the Sivir ultimate. 2.5 9-ups now, 14 pages in Caps' book.
They're running the Rift, Dracos. G2 are running Summoner's Rift here in the critical game 5. So close to a reverse sweep in TES. They need magic now. Trying to contest the Baron.
Cream, Q3 in. Big damage being traded back. Will finally snap away, but he's already lost 50% of his HP. I just don't think that there's anything they could do. Jungler down, TES here. Just to spectate, just to watch the Baron fall as hope just continues to dwindle for top esports. G2, 7,500 gold.
Going topside. It's not over yet, though. With the Baron buff, still work for G2 to do.
Hexgate, Lebrov leaping face first into TN. Feng Yue trying to escort the tanks out, but Skewmon just doesn't care. Caps, nice rocket belt backwards. Skewmon using the ulti to knock away the remaining members of TES. Cream still here, but the melee range is just so hard for him to do anything. Skewmon now on a rampage. Ulti in from Jackie Love, just shielded by Hansama. No hope of securing this dragon, maybe of even defending this tier 2. TES once again sent packing.
Yep, G2. Continue the steamroll. They've got Baron, continue the siege. 4-1 split push for them. Skewmon on mid, but nothing Jackie can do about it. Even the Sivir bounces are just chunking him down as he tries to stay far away and clear the wave.
Take their time. Get Dragon on the way out. Not concerned whatsoever. Slow, steady siege. Skewmon solo pushing in the mid lane. Poppy is just too damn tanky. So far ahead, has stopped for the Randwoods on the way. Even Cream's damage so heavily mitigated. But a TP in, potentially the last desperate stand of top esports. Q3 ready to go for Cream. He's hoping to make the difference. Ulti across, but Hansama with the spell shield denies him access. Sivir untouched. The carries untouched. G2 continue to dominate.
The G2 blender grinds them up. They get the kill, and they're looking to take down the base.
Labrov chasing in. Base broken open. An inhibitor exposed. TN on the flank. Cream up. Just buying space, I guess. Ulti across. Rebuttal there. TP in. TES, what are you playing for? A bit more time for Cream in the mid lane, it seems, but what will it cost you? Good news is...
And especially Hans in such a strong position. They should be able to win this team fight. I mean, Caps is 20 stacks on his Medjais here with the
first 2 games, despite how incredibly one-sided they were.
Yeah, have to have endurance to be able to pull it off in the final one. And now they're just going to run straight through to the base. Skumon, can he find?
Yep. Skumon looking for a solo kill here, just continuing to fist fight Jackie Love, and Jackie Love really has nowhere to go. Take a miracle for him to escape, as Skumon just taking his sweet time. Will knock down Jackie Love. Ulti though, perhaps one final team fight. Skumon isn't there. Fungyue manages to get to the back line. Hansama running for his life as Cream manages to put Broken Blade in the egg. But Swayon is just getting shredded, just getting dunked down. Hansama still living a perfectly timed spell shield. Cream holding on to hope, hoping he can make the difference. There's so much healing. A Q3 ready to go. A tower being destroyed in the meantime. Q flash from LeBron goes completely awry. That's going to cost him his life. The snapback should finish it. Cream grabbing the kill. Fungyue caught by the wall. Nowhere to go. Pantheon dropping down. A scrappy exchange. Labrov, even Broken Blade, kind of on defense duty to stop that from happening.
I mean, here we go again.
Ulti from Tion. Wall there. Skumon, that's the knockback into Tion. Dodging out on some of the follow-up damage. Now trying to retreat back into his base. Root knockup coming in from Skumon. They're trying to shred through the Poppy, but Labrov now off on the side. Caps and Broken Blade free firing over the wall. Cream gets to the backline. Knock him onto 3. Oh, Sama down! He waits patiently. He finds the angle, but still TES lose 2.
With the power of another Baron buff, we'll get right back to the siege.
Oh yeah, get a hammer, knock that dent out. Red Bull Baron power play. Is this the final nail in the coffin? Neither side close to the... Leon ready to forge, but it looks like he doesn't have the space to forge another upgrade. Another item. G2 barreling into the base of TES. Jackie Love able to lay down a bit of poke here, but another inhibitor will fall. Bot lane with an exposed inhibitor. Mid lane perhaps soon to fall as Cream goes toe-to-toe with Skumon. TP into the mid lane from Broken Blade. Reset, bought another item. Now ready to resume the siege.
And here they come. G2 knocking at the gates, looking to complete the reverse sweep.
Slow, steady, siege, control. G2 not risking anything in these final moments. TN praying for a flank. A spell shield to stop a bit of poke. Labrov getting a bit lower, but it's such a small advantage. Cream waiting a bit longer. Horn coming out, looking for the knockback. Caps about to be one shot. A beautiful look from the side of TES. Knock him onto Hansama. Jackie Love moving in. It might be a disaster for G2, but Skumon, Broken Blade, Hans, they remain standing. Knock back into the wall. Swayon running. Fungyue in the area. They can't finish off that Anivia, that Poppy. TES again, though, managed to hold the line. They're still living in this series despite all odds.
It's crazy. TS, they delete another G2 carry. This time, Caps, they take him down. They cut down the pages off his Medjais, and they want more.
Swayon hoping to find Broken Blade. Tien on the way in as well, denying the portal to escape. Now their eyes are set on Skumon. Broken Blade trying to buy as much space as he can with the Glacial Storm. Skumon getting chipped away. Cream on the chase, will be forced to snap back soon. Hans on the way in. Half health for Cream. TES still pushing for a little bit more. Cream with the knockup. Flash backwards on the Rebov. Has been CC'd and now Broken Blade following up the damage. But Cream lives for an extra second. Has the fruit right there to heal him up. Everything coming together to keep TES standing, to keep TES
Teleport
alive.
To the base.
But a TP from Caps might just end it here. G2 hurting TES back. Jackie Love deleting the wave. It's not quite enough. Caps happy to just split their attention. He doesn't want to risk anything else. Tien might want to go for the 50-50, but the health bar is so low, they're just going to back off. It's soul point for G2. TES doing what they can to hold.
Can TES defend again? Because here comes G2 to finish the
Flash
job.
in from LeBron, immediate flash out from Jackie Love. That's one major cooldown burn. Ulting out from Broken Blade, whittling away at the Ornn. They don't quite find the knockback into the wall, but Sweon down. And G2 continuing to push forward. Supers in every single lane. Surely G2, this is the final fight. They have the man advantage they were looking for. Wall connects with the Jackie Love. He doesn't make it back over. And that might just be it. Wallbang comes in from Skumon. Looking to deny access from Fengyu, but it does not connect. Instant engage onto Caps. Ignite ticking the Pantheon support. Trying to take down the enemy mid laner. Creep going in, but he completely whiffs. He cannot connect onto Hansama, and Caps is waiting. G2 have done it. For the 6th time in the history of International League of Legends, we are witnessing a reverse sweep as G2 take down top Esports.